Hello.
Hello.
Been a while since we did a Mere Moons, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. We stayed connected, but just had our own journeys and decided to just kind of be on that path until we aligned again for another Mere Moons.
Mhm.
Yeah. And we got a good one today, don't we?
Yeah. Thank you, Silva. You've already been supporting me a lot through this one,
Oh,
through this.
likewise.
But this feels like a big, pretty major shadow.
Yeah.
And we were just talking before about um why or like how the self becomes the self you don't want to be.
Hmm.
And things I've been noticing shadows cropping up inside of me with the self I don't want to be, like the self that feels so um, insecure and wanting to like control
Yeah.
and thinking I can't be happy unless the other person is doing what, or just looking for clues to show that um, this relationship is not safe, looking for clues to show that I can't trust the situation I'm in, trust myself, can't trust the other person. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
specifically pertaining to like being in um, a relationship that is a new kind of creating, that's a relationship with new patterns.
Hmm.
um, so I'm finding myself bringing the old patterns of how I used to, the things that my old patterns of relating, of like feeling unsafe, feeling like um, unwanted, that I'm going to be abandoned.
Hmm.
And a lot of the work I've done in relationship to others and inside of myself um, now is now I'm in a new relationship where um, I know that this is a relationship where I can really, it's really like here where I'm healing all of this.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm caught in this place where I'm feeling my old here in the new and kind of also recreating the old in the new.
Hmm. Which
Yeah.
is normal. Like, it happens so gradually that unless you're, like, in tune or really aware to pick up on that's what's happening, because sometimes people could mistake themselves thinking, "See, even in the new, I can, I could never heal this because I also see it in the new."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the closer and closer I become, and the more that I let myself be seen, it is so healing to heal the past in the new. But I've just come upon a wall with some deep layer of myself
Yeah.
that feels really hard. Like it feels, and I named this part of myself, which is thug baby, which is
Mhm.
this part of myself that feels like a really extremely vulnerable baby part that also is so hard and scary,
Yeah.
intimidating and thuggish about making sure this vulnerability never gets fucked with ever again.
Mhm.
So I feel this part coming on, and I'm really, there's a part of me that's scared about sabotaging this really, yeah, this relationship if that part like takes over and possesses me and just
Your conscious self, right?
my conscious, yeah. So my conscious self is watching, oh wow, there's this big pain body of this thug baby.
Mhm. Mhm.
And it's this part that just uh doesn't allow me to feel the love.
Mhm. And basically this came up, like the thug baby even manifested into a thug baby because before it turning itself into a thug baby was like the baby that kept getting hurt, like metaphorically.
Yeah.
And because it kept getting hurt, it's like, well, if I want to prevent myself from getting hurt, I better become the thug baby. Because if I end up becoming the thug baby, then I don't have to feel into or yeah, feel into that side of me that is the pain body.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. And um
And it's basically the thug baby, I feel, has made a home inside of a bunker
mhm,
underground,
mhm,
deciding because it has decided that it is way too unsafe to be so exposed and vulnerable in a world that was so cruel to it, that wasn't
yeah,
caring, that wasn't supported.
yeah,
And so, out of pain, it retreated into this bunker
mhm,
underground place and is very like militantly guarding the
yeah,
premises.
yeah. It was
And
a pretty
creating
powerful
like,
energy.
yeah, and like loving energy that comes towards it, or even anything that contradicts its reality, that the world is scary
Yeah.
and ruthless and cruel. There's no love, and people don't mean what they say, and people lie,
Mm-hmm. So
and they're,
then that seeped into like,
yeah,
I don't trust commitment. I don't trust
yeah.
love. I don't trust that those kind of things fully exist for me to experience.
So that's why when there's energy that is not that, like when there's loving energy that's coming towards it, it just like it even gets mad. It just kind of it wants to deflect and just boomerang it right out.
Hmm. Like not wanting to understand, hear,
Yeah,
or listen to, right?
yeah,
Yeah. It
um,
just feels like an outdated like
yeah,
company that like if it wants to expand and still survive, it's got to shift to what's also
right,
shifting in the reality, right?
yeah.
But if it's not, it's like,
It's
no,
not
we're just gonna
upgrading
keep
things.
going. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still keeping the old system when maybe now you have a much better way to do things,
Mhm. And
technology, but saying no.
that's the energy we're gonna really dive deep into to discover
Yeah.
why it's so holding on to its old.
So holding on to its old story.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, I have no space to want to change or to expand or
Yeah.
whatnot. Yeah.
And it wants to bully everything that says the opposite.
Mhm. Mhm.
It
And
wants to bully love.
yeah, I do wanna mention how we came to this process. You were feeling this way, you were feeling the thug baby energy, right? And I was helping you explore it only to realize like, like this is you're also making me realize I am the opposite, like relating to like what you were unraveling helped me to see a reflection of myself. So in helping you, I was also helping myself. And
Mm,
I like and then was able to see like, oh my God, this is perfect alignment. Like how beautiful it is where like you are feeling this way and you're expressing it to me and
yeah.
help and like us exploring this together only to realize, oh my God, I can relate. And I was like I was coming from a space of the opposite part of you. And so we got all excited to some degree of, oh my God, this is the next Mirror Moons. And so we actually didn't explore it together last night. We decided to hold it off so that we could record it today. So um, we're just really excited to do parts work on this where you're going to be taking on basically the energy of a thug baby,
Yeah.
and then me taking on the energy of before it transformed into the thug baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Like thug baby's innocence before it got fucked with.
yes, yes. And and then what we discovered was, um, so if we were to basically, uh, uh, like describe what this thug baby integration is if thug baby is the bully and the opposite of that is the one that's being bullied, the one that's being bullied is in pain. Whereas the one that is bullying is, I don't want to see your pain. I don't want to understand your pain. I don't care. You just have to listen to what I want and do it my way, right?
It's a different form of pain, but it's still like very much in a lot of pain.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I'm
Because
glad you mentioned that.
it's also, I realize its reality feels so threatened and invalidated if
Yeah.
when the innocence is like,
Mhm.
it's like it completely it just wants to like shut down and be so mad at that. So anyway, we'll
Yeah.
be exploring that more in the
Yeah.
journey, but
Uh-huh.
I can already feel
Yeah.
the
So
energy right now
I
of
know.
like me thug baby versus you. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my.
So wait, I just want to help the audience like truly understand if this is a
Yeah,
little
what's going
confusing.
on.
Uh-huh.
With parts
So,
work, we're always working
oh,
internally that live.
wait, you gotta say that again because you got cut
Okay,
out.
so parts work,
Yeah.
like the premise of parts work being that we have many different beings inside of us, many different aspects,
Mm-hmm.
like a whole ecosystem of them.
Mm-hmm.
And uh and so a lot of times these fragments were created,
Mm-hmm.
got splintered off when something really painful happened and there's no way to cope. So we create these
Yeah.
different personas
Yeah. Yeah.
to help deal with, to survive some reality.
Yeah.
But with integration or parts work, we're basically shining a light on what part of us, what fragments of us were kind of left out in the dark and got repressed,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and what other parts got more pronounced. And usually we have these like opposing parts within us, like many pairs of different opposing parts
Mm-hmm.
within us.
That
Yeah,
wants to become the dominant part, uh, so that they could be seen, heard, and understood.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like a war to be
There's
like,
a war
no.
going on with
Yeah.
like one part is more dominant, saying, no, you're shameful, don't
Mhm.
say that. And then that part just gets squashed.
Mhm.
But basically, your inner well being is dependent on these relationships that exist inside of you to be harmonious for
Yeah.
both sides to feel seen and heard,
Yeah.
and not just
And
have one reality dominate. Because even if one reality dominates, you're going to have all this subconscious other reality that's still there, but just like trying to like express itself through maybe painful, unhealthy ways.
yep.
You're not aware of it. Yeah.
Yep. You said it so well. And so to um explain these parts for the audience is you and I are taking on the fragment of a being's um conscious self, right? So basically you are a fragment and I'm gonna take on a fragment,
Mhm.
right? Of the self.
Yeah.
You could think of it like that.
Yeah.
But then let's say you and I are the fragments of this self. But what happened is in living life, this self was being hurt by many other people.
Mm.
And if this is the one that's like showing up in life, like this is the one that everyone sees. So let's call her what, like Mindy, right? So if Mindy is being hurt by people around her, Mindy is gonna not like the perspective that she's in of, God, I'm always being hurt because people are bullying me or whatever, let's say. So in because it's so painful to be bullied by everyone outside of her, she needs to find a solution to stop that, right? And so what she does is, um, in order for that pain to not come to her, she's got to stop it. And how does she stop it? In one perspective is for her to um, like detach from those experiences. But then what happens is she ends up becoming, wait, I'm like thinking as I'm saying this, and I
Yeah.
feel like there's a better example, and that's why I kept hesitating because I feel like that's not a good example.
Okay, so Mindy is always getting bullied by everyone around her. Um, so maybe she decides that the reason why she's being bullied is that um, um, there's something where she like then feels like she has to change herself to not get bullied anymore.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
maybe,
okay.
okay, maybe it becomes that Mindy becomes a bully too.
Right. But let's say, okay, so okay, I got it. She desires love.
Yeah.
She wants to be loved by people. But what she's experiencing is pain from people.
Mhm.
I just want to manifest like loving people in my life. But she keeps manifesting people that keep hurting her.
Mhm.
So what she does is, God, I gotta stop this. I like this is not what I want, but I keep manifesting people hurting me.
Yeah.
So she goes, in order for me to stop experiencing the pain from others, I gotta stop like wanting love from others. So she
Oh.
stops her desire of wanting love from others. And
Oh.
if she stops that desire, then she protects herself from others hurting her.
Yeah.
She'd be like, "Oh, yeah, I don't want love from others, and I don't want it." And that's the way she protects herself and keeps her safe from getting hurt, right?
Ah.
But the moment she does that, yes, she stops the external from hurting her,
Yeah.
but the moment she takes on that belief means she now becomes the bully. So in this case, the thug baby to herself,
Yeah.
because she's trying to stop her desire from desiring it.
Yeah.
So she needs to become the thug baby to her desire.
Yep.
And Mindy is not aware that she's being the bully in this case. All she's aware of is, oh, Hugh, I found a solution to stop them. But she has no idea she's hurting herself. And Mindy has no idea that subconsciously it's better to be the thug baby than to be the baby that keeps wanting the desire.
Mhm. And only
Yes.
getting pain and
Uh-huh.
rejection from
So
people.
she gets to dissociate, disown, and ignore her desire and doesn't have to understand it here and whatnot. So that's how you end up becoming
Thug baby.
the person that I don't want to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. The person you don't want to be, which is you're just like suspicious of people or like
Yeah.
driving people away, nitpicking, thinking things are wrong with everyone,
Yeah.
blaming everyone.
Yeah. And so the healing today is getting this fragmented part of the thug baby and
Yeah.
the fragmented part of the one that desires what it desires no matter what to see, hear, and understand each other. And that's the
Oh,
fragmented part we're going to get into to heal today.
yeah.
Yay! Okay, I'm excited. No idea what's going to happen, but this feels like a good integration.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. So are we ready? I feel like this is a good place
Yeah. Yeah.
to now tap into that part. Okay. So I, Sylvia, with my free will, take on the part of Kwonyin, myself, and the collective of the part that wants to desire and manifest what it desires.
And I, Kwonyin, fully become the part of me and Sylvia and the collective that is not letting, that's not allowing me to feel the love that's here and coming for me, not allowing me to feel. That is the thug baby.
Yeah. Wait, is also the part that is controlling me
Mhm.
to not want the desire anymore,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
right? Okay.
Yeah. The controller of the desire
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready?
Okay.
I am feeling very choked. Like no freedom in like what I desire.
Just feel very tense and scared about uh, something. Um, like I just want to make sure that we all stay down.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
Um, I like if I see any like glimmer of, if I see like excitement and glimmer of um, like joy, it makes me tense.
Why?
It just, I feel like I just want to say, don't, no, that's too much. Don't be annoying.
I'm like so speechless right now because I had no idea who you were. And I'm beginning to find out you're the one, is what it feels like. You're the one that's been making me feel this way.
Yeah, I'm choking you.
Like, I don't understand. Why would you do that? Why is it worth like hurting me when I'm not doing anything wrong?
It's not about you doing anything wrong. I just, um, okay, fine. It is about you doing something. It'll be wrong if you disturb what we have here.
What we have here, like, it's what you have, not, you're not even including me. Like, I, what makes you think I want what we have here? Like, I don't want this at all. It's like I said, it's choking me. Like I'm not even living. Like this is not the environment I can thrive in or want at all. You make it seem like it's good for both of us, but no, it's only good for you, it feels like, for some strange reason, and I don't even know why you would prefer this.
I feel kind of dissed right now.
Yeah, I'm getting, like, upset because I don't know, like, I thought I ran into a stranger that's gonna be nice only to find out you're the one that created this life for me.
I can't believe you're not even thanking me. Do you know
Whoa,
what I did to create this life for us? You have no gratitude.
thanking I have no gratitude. Like, I'm laughing because I feel like, "Are you joking here? Are you joking? This feels like a joke."
Well, you know that the only reason you're alive is because of me.
No, I'm slowly dying because of what you created for me. Are you thinking that you created this for all of us?
Yeah, that is
You
what happened.
clearly don't know me. You really don't know me. I don't know who have you been talking to think this is what I want. You clearly haven't spoken to me at all directly.
I feel so disrespected right now.
For me telling you that your perception of me is totally wrong.
I rescued you from utter doom.
What other doom? I feel like I've always been in the same situation. I never ever experienced like what I've wanted. How is this better than the space I was in before? To me, it's the same. To you, it's different, but my life has always been the same. It's never changed.
And that's how I like it. This is
Yeah,
what I this is
yeah,
what
because it's better for you and only you. I feel like all the stuff that you said about me is the stuff I should be saying to you. It seems like your life has changed for the better, and so you're keeping it up. But my life has never changed.
no, my life hasn't gotten better, but I have so much work to do to like make sure things just stay okay down here.
Do you think you're improving?
No, and I feel like more and more I feel like I'm losing control and I hate that because I don't want to lose what I worked so hard to get to. Just
There's like so much pain here.
oh god, I just don't want to lose something. So I'm like working so hard to not lose it and I'm scared all the time. I can't rest. Like my safety depends on like things not changing and just staying here. And like desires and wanting to experience things in life and like I'm like, oh no, just want things to stay the same. I
Why?
want things to stay closed and enclosed.
Why do you not enjoy or like or want to go for what you want and to fully experience it.
Because I already decided that this is what I want.
What is it that you want?
I just want to feel safe and enclosed.
But do you see that you're in this illusion of you think it's for everybody, but it's really just for you?
Yeah. But it's this constant feeling like I'm trying to keep myself, get this thing where I'm like enclosed and I feel safe. But like these things just keep, windows keep opening and things just keep coming in. And I'm so irritated with like things looking out the window and wanting, I don't know, I don't like.
I see what you've done to me in my life. I feel like I now see the role you played in my life, where I'm the one where if I really feel it in my heart, and I can feel my heart feeling so much in pain right now because now I'm seeing it clearly. Like I've always known what I wanted. And every time I go for it and take action towards it, I feel like now I see you're the one that got in the way where if I'm genuinely feeling it here, but in my external reality, it's like, why did I take that action? Why did I do that? Like that's not how I feel on the inside, but why do I keep taking action towards things where it doesn't really show to the other person like how I genuinely feel? And I almost feel like you're the part that's sabotaged by when I go towards what I want genuinely, you somehow get in the way where I keep manifesting situations where it doesn't align with how I'm truly feeling.
Yeah.
Either if it's through my words or like my actions. And I couldn't understand that. And I started like hating myself. Like I know how I truly feel, but I keep saying things or taking actions towards behaviors where I'm like, but what like I feel like I keep making mistakes. And I didn't really understand where I got really frustrated with myself consciously of why can't why can't the feelings that I truly feel really be seen in the external? Why doesn't it match? Why does it keep manifesting in scenarios where it feels like the opposite of what I'm truly feeling inside?
I'm also, I realize my influence. I I think I'm really good at influencing what, like when you get that desire, I'm really good at influencing you to like talk you down out of it and to
Yeah,
look not that good and like remind you of all the hardship and challenges of it that is not going to be doable for you.
you're absolutely right, because every time I go for it, it's like, I know I want it. I know that that's what I want, and I know that's meant to be, but then, yeah, it
Because
just never worked out.
I don't want you, if you go for it, then you're gonna, I'm the one, I like things as they are. I just want to keep things as they are. So
What do
your
you mean
desires
keep
are like gonna take me away from your desires. I'm afraid that your desires are gonna take yourself away from me and abandon me.
how would
So,
I be abandoning you?
because then if you leave the bunker and you're just fulfilling and your desires and having your desires like, and you leave, like, then I don't want that reality to be true because then that means I don't like I made my home here. And if you leave, then I'll be alone.
I just don't understand why you're so negative on like going towards something that's like good for all of us. Like for instance, I want to go towards like aligning with like feeling the love of how I feel on the inside to also match in the external with the people I'm connected to, like a loving connection. But why do you always make me feel like that's not what I want or that's not okay or like making me feel like that's not what I want? Like, why is it so bad to go for something you want? Why is that so bad to you? Like, what is so wrong or damaging about going towards something I want?
Because this is my pain. I feel like I just can't. I can't. I
You can't
couldn't.
what?
I can't go for I going for what you want brought so much pain. And so much that I just needed to stop myself from wanting it. Decide it's not real. It doesn't work for me. It's not that's not possible for me.
Oh, I see what oh, I'm now clearly seeing who you are. You're the part that sees the negative side of going for what you want, and I'm the one that sees the positive side of going for what I want.
Mhm.
So I keep going towards it because it feels good to me. And you're trying to block it because it doesn't feel good to you to go for what you want. Did I understand you correctly?
Yeah.
That makes sense then why you would keep blocking me.
Oh my God. And I feel like there's so much pain here for me with I wasn't allowed to go for what I want.
Help me to understand.
I
You mean no one really supported you to go in the direction of what you wanted?
yeah, no.
What would happen if you did? What was the negative experience you have such a strong hold in? Like,
It would
how
just be a failure. Nobody would care. I wouldn't know how to get there. I
oh
don't know
my
how
God,
to get there.
do you this is like mind blowing right now because what you just said is exactly what I've been experiencing because of you. The thing you didn't want to experience,
Mhm.
I kept experiencing that because of you. So I clearly understand that space. But I feel like what you did was you just pushed it off to me to experience by myself while you don't experience it anymore.
Mhm.
But the thing is with me, it's like I can never shut off what I want and what I desire and what I love. And
Mm.
I mean, I understand why you did, but I think you had no idea that instead of like you might have thought it went away because it was you weren't experiencing it anymore, but you just kind of pushed all that experience for me to deal with.
Well,
So do you see that this doesn't work?
well, I also recognize that I'm deeply unhappy, and I also don't even enjoy being down here.
Do you know why?
But
Because you're trying to force yourself from desiring what you want.
yeah, and I'm also forcing myself to think that um like yeah, this is my this is the only way I can feel safe.
I just want to understand what made you hate desiring what you want. Like, what made you feel so unsafe with that? Oh, never mind. I understand. You just explained it. It's
Yeah.
exactly what I went through.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I feel like I could understand you because you basically made me feel you.
Mhm. Yeah.
Well, I want to ask this. Were you aware that you put this all on me so that you don't have to feel it?
Yeah. I see that. As
Wait,
long as I can like blame you for not keeping yourself down here with me and trying to like get out and desire things outside of this bunker.
wait, so are you saying you knew you were bullying me to experience what you experienced?
Yeah.
Whoa,
Yeah. But I couldn't help it. It's just,
that hurt a lot. How
yeah.
could you wish somebody else to experience something you so hated to experience?
Well, I don't want you to experience again the pain of not getting your desires fulfilled. So that's why I had to make sure you don't desire too much.
But do you see that was all for you, but not for me?
Yeah, because I assume that you are just an extension of me.
So you are not aware that it was solely making me feel it.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you knew that too. Wait, did you know it or not know it?
Know
Because that
what?
makes a huge difference for me.
Know what?
That you
No,
were
I don't know how this is making you feel. And I almost don't even have space for that.
okay.
All I know is I just have to do my work to make sure we stay down here
Why don't you have space to see me?
because I'm working so hard to manage life and change. And I don't,
So that was so your life right now, you're saying is better than what the life you had before.
I don't even know, but it's the only life I know.
This or you being hurt.
Yeah. Hmm.
What is so bad about being hurt? Like, I don't understand why it was so bad for you that you never want to feel the pain. Like, let's just say, for example, love. Let's say I desire love.
Mhm.
What is so bad about wait, what was it? Like what was so painful about it that
Mm,
you would want to stop yourself where it's even better to live in this situation
yeah, uh-huh.
than going for love.
This is a pain avoidant place for me to, yeah.
And just to help me understand better, let's just use that example on love.
Oh, feels like I'm avoiding um, like total avoiding feeling myself to be so unworthy.
You feel unworthy, you said?
Yeah, like so unworthy, and nobody, like I'm just nobody, nothing. That's why um I am treated so poorly. There's no love for me. I am cursed. And it's so unfair.
Wait, why or how did you end up feeling that? Like,
Um,
it's like if you desired love and to get to a space of not wanting that from anybody, and you're saying it's because I felt unworthy, like, how did you know you felt unworthy to manifest the thing you want, which is love?
because when I was available for it,
Yeah.
um, in the beginning,
Oh, I know, because you did it to me too.
I was shot down. I was
Yeah.
pushed away. I was ignored.
Every time you went for it, yeah, you were shot
Every
down.
time I went for it or wanted it or opened myself up to it, I was neglected.
Mm.
And so then that led me to believe that I am just inherently unworthy and unlovable. And I was so hurt that I just told myself to hate everything,
So did the
hate life.
pains stem from I want what I want, but that want doesn't want me,
Mhm.
and that was too painful to experience?
Yeah, I'm feeling so much heaviness, and pain. Like nobody
But there's a difference here. When
caring about
you
me. What do you mean as a difference?
Yeah, because when you dump this pain onto me, where I was in now experiencing what you experienced. But
Mhm.
why is it that I still want to keep going and you don't? Like, what's the difference?
Mm. It just feels too risky to keep going.
If you kept going, what would it mean for you? Instead of stopping yourself from the desire and you kept going towards your desire and kept getting hurt, w- what would that look like for you?
Okay, I'm just getting this feeling of like, um, I would feel guilty about abandoning this life that I created for myself when it was my survival. It like I'm only alive today because of um, this this place I created for myself in my bunker. So that would feel really wrong to abandon the thing that is the only reason I'm alive.
So it seems like you created a safe cocoon for you, but you're not wanting to come out because you might lose that safety.
Mhm.
There's something about it where I don't know, I keep feeling like you're selfish.
I'm selfish.
Yeah, but I know that you're doing it to protect yourself. And it's like I understand that, but you don't see that it looks selfish to like someone understanding you.
Mm,
Because you only created the self cocoon for yourself, utilizing me and maybe other parts to create the safety for you, while everyone else, including me, were in pain. And then now you're saying,
oh,
if I come out, I'm going to lose my safety,
yeah.
and not willing to find a solution that is a win win for all of us.
Oh,
Like it feels like you're so scared that if you lose this safe cocoon,
yeah.
there is no other solution. So might as well be selfish and create it for myself than to think about somebody else. Because you told me I don't really have space to understand you because you're so busy creating this protection for yourself.
Mm.
And I can't help but to feel like it feels selfish from my perspective.
I see. I didn't realize that I was the only one who was even tricking myself into thinking this is.
But then I know you were telling the truth when you said, I had no idea my ways was affecting others in a painful way.
Yeah. Or even if I was affecting you in a painful way, I just thought this was all for a good reason.
But
Yeah. Like the reason that we stay safe.
but that's not true.
And I just see how I just keep going back and forth between feeling angry and exhausted, trying to maintain this. Like angry when I have to do another thing to like stop you from leaving and or opening the windows and getting the, my sense of safety like ruffled.
Well, then maybe it's to know that it's not working for anybody. It's not really working for you anymore either, it seems like.
No, no.
I just want to be clear with you. I don't want to give up on what I want. I don't mind the challenges because I feel like those challenges are just going to make me like it's not going to stop me from figuring out a way to want what I want and to get it. I don't even want to be manipulative in getting what I want. It's like if I want love, I'm gonna like find that love that I desire. I'm not just gonna love anything or anybody, or I just want to like find the love that I know I want to experience. And those challenges are only gonna make me master in getting that quality love that I want. But for some reason, those challenges are making you want to give up on it. The pain that comes along with, I don't know. I don't need, like, for me, like you said, it's painful. You don't want it. But I kind of see it differently. It, to me, it just feels like challenges to learn from to get what I want. But then to you, those challenges are wanting, are making you give up because it's so painful. And I don't want to say like, I'm right and you're wrong, so you need to change your ways. I just really want to understand what about the challenges hurt so much that you don't want to keep going towards what you want and to fully experience that? Are you there? Oh, whoa. Were you
No, what?
gone for a while?
Yeah,
Oh my God, I was just talking to myself.
yeah. I just,
Oh my God.
well, I
Oh my
guess
God,
I'll
I was
know in the
talking the
recording.
whole time. Oh my God, where did you get cut off from?
I don't, it's been like a few minutes. I was trying to, my internet cut
Oh,
out.
okay. Do you remember what feeling state you were at?
Oh, okay. Just recognizing that it's not, nobody's happy here. And I recognize I'm not happy either, but it's the only thing I know.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Well, what I said was there's a difference between you and I where it doesn't stop me from going towards what I want and what I desire, challenges and pain and all. I want to overcome it so that I can manifest what I want eventually, the way I want to feel it. So if it's love that I'm going for, I want to manifest the love that I want to be feeling. It doesn't mean that I'm just going to go and love anything or anyone. But why for you does it make you stop and not desire it anymore?
Oh,
It doesn't feel like motivation for you to
oh.
keep going.
I feel it so much in my like between my sacral and solar plexus. There's like a lock, like a clamp down happening
Oh,
to um yeah,
does it feel dangerous?
stop my want, to stop the want. Yeah, it just feels dangerous. And it feels like it'll only bring more pain and the feeling that it's impossible.
Do you want to feel into that?
Yeah.
Because I am having a hard time understanding
Oh,
like how bad it is for you.
it's so bad.
What does it mean to be hurt by the thing you want or the thing you know is the one or something?
Just feels like over and over. It's just like it's a like you're outside of life. You can't.
Mm.
Something about just like it already it's so painful to already decide that something is not going to work.
Mm. That is really painful.
Oh, I feel it so much. Feels like death.
I feel like, you know, like for me, I never went there to give up on what I want and desire, right? But I think what you're saying is if I were to give up on it, I would be feeling the same thing you are.
Yeah.
And I feel like you know what it's like to give up on something you really want and desire. Like,
Yeah.
even if you manifested that thing you want and desire, it's almost like you can't fully have it still.
Mhm. Feels like a very old, like child part that sees kind of like other kids being happy and playing and
Yeah.
feeling like I'm not happy, I'm not able to play because I feel so serious about life
Mm.
because there's so many things I have to worry about and be concerned with because I always feel so unsafe um, in my reality.
Mm.
And so I never like the my desire to be also happy and carefree, like I don't know, it feels impossible for me to have that.
I see.
So I just stayed feeling like I'm on the outside there and decided I'm not going to look outside anymore where people are playing and being carefree and happy. I want to just stay here. Oh, and just um be on my side. Like even if I'm miserable here, at least um at least I can comfort myself here in my scarcity.
Mm. So it's like you tell yourself, okay, we're going to give up on the thing. Like, I'm going to give up on the thing I desire. And in that painful space, you give it to yourself
Mhm,
by being there for that part of you.
mhm,
And that is why you thought this was the solution for everybody.
mhm.
Give up on the thing you want. I'll be there for you. So you're not alone when you give up on it.
Mm.
And you
Yeah.
were just rolling in that perspective.
Mhm,
Meanwhile, I was just being hurt. And I see that you're only just so focused on why you're so focused on yourself because you're in that pain
mhm.
from giving up.
From having to give up on it.
Yeah. So it makes sense why you don't have space for anything outside of you.
Oh, it's so painful.
And I feel like if I gave up, and I think why I feel I never gave up was because I've my danger zone was to be in your state. It felt like danger to give up on what I wanted.
Mm.
And that is why I think I kept going towards what I wanted and only what I wanted because it was too scary to be in the space that you're in. Wow. I never thought you would be the one helping me see my blind spot. I feel like we are the same, but experienced it in opposite ways. So I was really just only thinking about me too, and only myself of going towards what I want and not really seeing, hearing, and understanding you. And me saying that you're selfish was basically I would have been selfish too if I kept doing it my way. Well, I guess being selfish, but only focusing ourselves, I can see how we both know ourselves for being selfish in that way. So I guess it's not all terribly a wrong or a bad thing. So if we really know ourselves, how can we blend it together so that we know each other now in a way where there's a solution for a win-win?
Yeah, what's the win-win here?
Well, I can't I know this for sure is I don't want to give up on what I want.
Mhm.
If I want to experience love, I want to manifest that in my life. If I want to experience this job, I want to go for it and not give up. Like, I want to go for things I want.
And I absolutely do need to feel safe and secure.
Going towards it without feeling the pain, right?
Mhm. Oh, wait. Okay. So I just saw a motion, or
Okay.
some kind of like image. So far, the way that I've been operating is if something um, comes, anything that like energy that makes me feel like where I am is being threatened, like
Uh-huh.
desires threatening
Uh-huh.
me. Well, I kind of respond to it by like trying to like either like stop it or like get rid of it or yeah, do some kind of controlling action to like not let it do that.
Oh.
Yeah, which is very like tiring for me.
So are you saying it's like a very automatic thing that
It's an
happens?
automatic thing. Yeah. Uh-huh.
So
To
you're
put something back. Yeah.
so are you saying you want to catch yourself in doing that so automatically
Yeah. I want to catch myself doing that automatically.
and then talk it out with me?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think I want to do the same too, of not just only going for what I want, like all by myself
Mhm.
and leaving you behind and not really, yeah, caring. I want to go at a pace where it feels good for both of us.
Mhm.
I feel like trying to go for it myself is a lose-lose situation too. But to
Mm,
go it with you together, like for me, it's like I don't need to have it now. Does that make sense?
mhm.
I rather have it when I know it's the like, so let's say if I'm in search for love, I don't want that love now. I want it where, like, when I see it and I know that it is love. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Like, it feels like time is irrelevant. And I feel like that will manifest if we are both feeling good about it.
Mm.
Now I'm seeing that it's better to take it at a pace that feels in alignment with all of us.
And I think for me, it's about I need to feel safe to let it let go.
Let
I
go.
need to feel safety and like letting go of my control.
Oh, okay.
Um,
So,
or something that um for something that I don't know yet.
so let's say, for example, we're in that manifested state of love. Let's say we manifested love,
Mhm,
but to you, that's going to feel unsafe, right?
mhm,
Because you don't want to surrender to it fully because your automatic belief is we're going to get hurt by that.
mhm.
So, even in that manifested space of love, how can how can you feel safer to know that you're not going to be hurt?
See, I don't know how I can know that I won't be hurt, but it's like, but I do know that uh, I don't like being here all the time. So almost like it feels like my motivation for change is that I don't like being here.
Maybe it's for you to feel safe in the pain.
Yeah, I need to feel safe in the pain of like being here.
Yeah, because the only reason why this all came about is because pain felt so unsafe that you needed to block it out, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Mhm. Yes, so I do need to feel safe in the pain for sure.
Okay. So let's say we manifested our desired state of what we want.
Mhm,
And for you to feel safe is learning how to feel safe in the pain
mhm.
to not retrieve. So, how do you feel safe in the pain? Okay, what are some experiences in pain that pushed you away of disliking pain? What did pain do to you that made you feel unsafe?
It like isolates me,
Okay,
makes me
so
different, separate, and something's wrong with me for being in pain.
are you saying if you experience pain is to not feel isolated and what else? to feel connected?
That yeah, that I'm isolated, separate, and something's wrong with me.
Okay, so when you're in pain, someone to validate you saying, "You're not wrong. There's nothing wrong with you. I still want to connect with you." And therefore not alone in it.
Yeah.
So, again, using that example of love, let's say you're in that state of manifested love, then for you to maintain that manifested love is as you're experiencing life, you experience pain from, let's say, your partner. Then, if your partner makes you feel not separate, not isolated, and not wrong for being in the pain, then you feel safer
Mhm.
to shift that old belief.
Yes.
But how are you going to believe that? What is going to make you believe that though? Because you could, because let's say your partner is doing that for you, and you could think with this belief mindset of, well, that's only temporary. He's not going to do that for me all the time. Or, I don't know, something to discredit what you're manifesting. Like you're constantly manifesting your desire, but what's going to make it stick instead of, yeah, discrediting what you're manifesting?
Yeah. Um, Feels like I need to have like faith. It's like some kind of
Um,
it had it's faith and something about because I already don't like where I am. Like I don't want to keep staying where I am.
okay, so let's say you make the bold move to shift out of that, to give it a try, and then you get hurt. Then what? Like,
I don't know.
how does it guarantee for you to not want to go back to your old ways?
Yeah. So that's where it's really hard because I have so much more practice and life in the old way.
Yeah. Do you think it'll help if you are the one that's also cheering you on instead of relying on the other person to do it for you to only allow
Oh,
the other person to do it to you?
I like that because I feel like I'm a baby, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I need constant, I'm so dependent, but I disown that dependency. So I need like constant care, feels like.
Yeah.
And so I need to
Maybe it's to have it both ways.
both ways. I need to have it right from myself and
The other
the
person.
uh-huh. And I think I feel that I've don't want to get angry or resentful again when I'm only depending on the other person to provide that for me at all
Yeah,
times. And then that could make me go back.
because that believes you can't do it. That is why you need the other person to do
Yeah.
it for you.
Mhm. So I need the constant thing for myself
Yeah,
as well.
yeah,
Oh, thank you.
yeah,
I just need all the padding around me to like be secure and safe in the new pattern. Just keep practicing the new pattern.
yeah. And you being your biggest fan of you can do it. But obviously not being blindsided of like uh, in that optimism, because I feel like we've both been blindsided towards
Yeah,
each other.
I don't want, yeah, I feel like very like I don't want optimism to just ride on optimism because that runs
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Mhm.
So I feel like I want to be I feel like I'm better at supporting myself to just keep going.
Mhm.
And so I feel like my practice is to support you too.
Mm.
And your practice is to support, you're good about like, I don't know, like your practice is to support the self. So I think if we work together and I feel like, oh, we're not supporting ourselves enough, then would you be able to hear me out? And then when you feel like um, the other person, wait, how do we do this? Like, if the, oh yeah, so you're good about when someone is not being supportive of us.
Mhm, mhm.
And so me not ignoring that, I don't know, I just feel like there's something there. I'm not quite connecting the dots yet, but it feels like something where we feel safe to call each other out and to listen to each other.
Mm.
But I want you to call me out if it feels like blinded optimism for you, for
Okay.
us. And oh, and then maybe I can call you out when you're not self-supporting yourself.
Mhm,
And I can feel that or something.
mhm. When I feel like I'm not being supported, um, when I'm having a hard time because I feel scared in the new.
Yeah. And then that will make me feel like, oh, you're feeling alone. So I want to connect, be there, and make you feel like you're not wrong in this pain.
Mhm.
And if
Yeah.
we do that for each other, then I feel like our external self has to change,
Mhm,
that the alignment changes.
mhm.
Gosh, I feel like because we were not really communicating with each other, we just just judged each other. I now see the misalignment, the misunderstanding that can really happen from not communicating with each other.
Yeah.
And feeling safe to do so.
Oh, so we just need to keep connecting with each other,
Yeah.
each other. And
Your thing is stop relying on somebody to be the only one providing that for you.
mm,
Like, like it's the other person wanting to and you wanting to too.
for myself, yeah.
Yeah. Like
Mhm.
I can have my desire want to experience this.
Mm,
I'm not going to settle for not wanting it anymore. I'm not going to settle for something less anymore. I'm not going to stop me from desiring what I desire. And I'm going to keep going for it until I find that right feeling state of my manifested desire. And if you get hurt along the way towards going towards what you want, like now I see you. I want to see, hear, and understand you. So you're never going to be alone anymore. Like I'm riding this ride with you. And I feel like if we are so close like this, then ourselves are going to manifest that alignment too. And that's how we protect ourselves from that kind of pain that you so did not like.
oh, so I'm getting that the new protection is in our inner alignment with
Yeah,
the that's
yeah,
our new protection.
yeah. And let's say something in the external does cause pain, then we'll be able to deal with the pain because we are dealing with that pain right now with each other. And know that, oh, you can find a resolution. And if it doesn't work out, then I don't think it'll be as a dangerous feeling state. Because if it doesn't work out, then we understand it where we are not in alignment for it to work out, or the opposite, for it to actually work out.
Well, interesting sensations now happening. I like
Me too.
feel just a more softening happening.
I just became aware of how I was in that blinded optimal state. And that was quite shocking to be aware of myself, ignoring the reality and only seeing just the positivity of it. So you are going to give me the reality check, and I want to listen and see the actual reality of it too.
Mhm. Mm.
Uh,
Feels interesting to be regarded as an equal because I'm realizing that I feel like I was like down on myself because I always felt like I was the more like unpopular perspective,
oh,
and
I could see that.
everyone wants the positive,
Yeah.
only the positive. And if you like have any other energy, it's like you're ruining the vibe.
Uh-huh.
It feels like different to feel like we're equals and my perspective is just as important and valid as yours.
I'm so glad you're saying this because, yeah, I was quite shocked that I was this positivity that was also harmful too. It was, it feels like a rude awakening of what? I thought I was doing good,
Mhm.
but I clearly see like my fault in just seeing only the positive.
Mm.
This feels so good.
Yeah,
Like,
I feel like just so
yeah,
like it was such hard work, to
yeah,
like feel so unsafe and control everything and still feel unsafe.
wow.
Like it could never be enough. I can't do enough to like just stay alive. But it's like you are showing me like this other way I didn't know. And I was so used to just accepting that I am the bad one.
Yeah.
I am
And
the unpopular bad one.
yeah, and I'm so glad you took me off my pedestal of me feeling like the right one. Like, no,
The preferred
because
one.
there is no harm in this. It's just positive.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the harm in just wanting what I want? I don't know why, but it just energetically, it feels so much better in this alignment than where I was at before. And I have, when I realized that you were giving me so much pain in going for what I want, I was like very upset with you and like felt like you were not being fair to me. And how could I be the wrong one? Like you're the one in the wrong, can't you see? But I feel like you being you, like clearly made me see who I am. And I'm so glad you did because I do not like the space or the person I was before you called me out. I don't know. I just feel like we both just separated from each other with our judgments of not really knowing each other. I don't know, I just can't help but to see that it's just the same.
Well, I want to know what life could be like, you know, with this new definition of safety between us.
Well, I just love the fact that we are safe to tell each other. I think through this experience, it brought us closer to feel safer to speak our truth. And then from there, to see ourselves in it. This commitment to like seeing each other. I think that would bring much more safety into the connection. The commitment and wanting to see each other clearly. How about you?
I think for me, a big thing is that I don't have to like carry this responsibility
Mm.
on myself just
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
keep us safe. Like, I realize it's just been a lot of pressure and stress.
I do want you to share it.
Yeah,
Meaning, like, I don't want you to think it's just for you to deal with.
yeah. And I think even me just getting to feeling like it's um safe for me to voice myself is uh it's unburdening me.
Yeah. Oh my God, I love it. I don't want to do it alone anymore. I want to do it together.
Okay.
Can you feel complete?
Yeah.
I do too. So
Yeah.
here with my voice myself,
Myself perspective
practice
back to my folders.
how you
Wow.
feeling?
Oh my goodness. Wow. That was
You know,
big catharsis.
yeah. It felt like it almost, I don't know, the sensation of not only putting myself in the victim role,
Mm.
but like taking responsibility in seeing the victim, seeing the other part and seeing the whole reality of it and taking responsibility of it, but not just in one perspective of, "Look
Yes.
look at me, I am the victim."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah. And then in seeing that there's other realities, then you can like bridge these realities
yeah,
and
yeah,
take it out from its like isolation.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Whoa. Wow.
So I think the main thing was to just be fully seen by each other's parts, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Feel safe to feel seen in the pain. Feel
Yeah,
safe in the pain.
yeah. And that was the motivator to move forward in the new instead of
Because it
holding
it
on
got
to
to
the past.
experience this feels better.
Yeah. Oh.
It got to experience that in real
Oh,
time. Like this
oh
feels
my
better.
God.
This feels like me unloading or like me
Yeah,
unburdening myself. Yeah.
that
Uh-huh.
makes sense because you told me you became what you became because it felt better.
Yeah. But now I had to find a new feel better.
Oh my God. Oh my God, that's it. For it to experience on its own the feel better state.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Like the relief state from
yeah,
this place of feeling so
yeah,
controlled.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well, sugo, that was good. Yeah,
Great.
yeah.
Good. Wow.
Okay. Well, I guess this is do
Okay.
you have
The
anything else?
completion of our
Yeah, integration for today.
wow. Wow, wow,
I'm gonna
wow.
stop recording now.
Okay.
Okay.